Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can clone any website on the internet using the Clone2Elementor extension. This website here is a Framer website that I am cloning inside Elementor. If you go to the Elementor editor, you can see that I have created almost the exact clone of the original Framer website. And if you go back into the Elementor editor, you can see that it is 100% editable using the Elementor blocks. So this here is the Elementor heading block or heading widget. And if I click this, it is also another heading widget. And this is the Elementor button widget. Now looking at the image, you can see that we can change the image. We can do anything that we want. If you look on the right side here, you have the containers, the hierarchy, and everything else. You can see that the flexbox, the flex settings, everything is working just fine. Yes, that is the power of the Clone2Elementor extension. Now, when it comes to cloning websites using the Clone2Elementor extension, the approach is totally different. With the Clone2Elementor extension, we use the extension to copy the design of the website that you want to clone. Then we give that code to an AI. We can give the code to Gemini 3 Pro, Gemini 2.5, Claude, or ChatGPT to convert the code into an Elementor JSON file that we can import as a template into our Elementor editor. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's say I want to clone this framer.com website, right? What I'll do is click the Clone2Elementor extension. From here, I can either clone the entire page at once, or I can clone section by section. To get the best results, you should clone section by section. I'll copy the design of this section by simply clicking it. When it comes to cloning websites using the Clone2Elementor extension and AI, I usually prefer Gemini. Gemini gives the best results compared to the rest. So first, I prefer Gemini, followed by Claude. ChatGPT doesn't often do as good of a job. So now, when you want to give the code to Gemini, I prefer you come inside the Google AI Studio and open a new chat. Always. It doesn't matter whether you're cloning section by section. You should always open a new chat so that the AI doesn't get overwhelmed and generate undesirable results or undesirable designs. Also, make sure you have Gemini 3 Pro selected, right? Then, you come here, double-click, and paste the code that Clone2Elementor copied. You paste it in between the double-click. Now, regarding converting the code to an Elementor template or the Elementor JSON, the prompt that you give to Gemini or any other AI that you prefer to use has two parts. The first part is the actual instruction to tell the AI to convert the code. The second part is the code that you copied using the Clone2Elementor extension. Optionally, you can go to the website that you want to clone, take a screenshot, and add the screenshot to the prompt. This means your prompt would have the screenshot of the website you intend to clone, the actual instruction, and then the code that you use the Clone2Elementor extension to copy. Again, the screenshot is totally optional. I have the screenshot here, but I'm not going to use it. Now, I will simply click Run, and Gemini 3 Pro will start generating our Elementor template. It will start cloning our website, which we can then import into our Elementor editor as a template. So let's see what Gemini is doing. Gemini is now generating our Elementor template based on this website that we want to clone. It is cloning the website for us. I will pause the video here, and when Gemini is done cloning the website, I will come back. Gemini is done cloning our website, and it did that in just about 30 seconds. Now we're going to simply copy the code. Do not download. When you download the Clone2Elementor extension, you will get everything that I have mentioned in this video, so do not worry. Now, after copying the code, you will have a file like this, a JSON file, an empty JSON file. Open the JSON file, which I have named Elementor Templates. This is empty. Now open this in either Notepad or any code editor that can edit a JSON file. So I will open this inside Notepad, paste the code that Gemini has generated for us, save it, and then close it. So now, our Elementor template has been created or generated from this website. We're going to import this JSON template into Elementor, and it will render the exact design as this Framer website. So let's go inside our Elementor editor and click this icon. Now I will click this arrow here where it says Import Template to your library, or drag and drop your .json or zip template file. We have our JSON file from Google Gemini. I will simply drag and drop this JSON file inside here. It's asking me whether I want to import, and I will say continue. Good. So our template has been successfully imported. We can preview it, or we can go ahead and insert it. Now I will insert it into the Elementor editor. As you can see here, it is almost the exact clone of the Framer website. And if you go back into the Elementor editor, you can see that it matches all the elements. The design matches the Elementor widgets. When you click here, you see that it is indicating the heading widget, so you can edit it. It says, you are trusted from Google Solutions in New York. Let's say Miami. There are times when you will see that the clone isn't perfect. You can always make some tweaks. Make some tweaks to customize it to look the way you want. So that is how you clone websites using the Clone2Elementor extension. It doesn't work alone. You have to use an AI like Gemini 3 Pro, Claude AI, or ChatGPT. To download the Clone2Elementor extension, check the description of this video or the comments section for the link. So here is the link to the Clone2Elementor extension. You click it, and here it is. It costs only $8, and you can simply download the extension. When you download the extension, you get a zip file. Now you have to extract this file using WinRAR or any zip file extractor, and then click Extract here. So now that you've extracted Clone2Elementor, this is the folder that we're going to install. In order to install, go to your Google Chrome browser and click the three dots up here. Click it, come down to Extensions, and click Manage Extensions. Now go to where you have your extracted Clone2Elementor folder. You simply drag and drop it inside here, and then it will be installed. So now that you have Clone2Elementor installed, you come to this icon here, and then you pin the extension. Now, the Clone2Elementor extension is ready to clone any website, be it Lovable, Squarespace, Wix, Webflow, Framer, HTML, any website at all that you find on the internet. You can use Clone2Elementor to clone it and edit and customize it inside Elementor. That brings me to the end of this video. Get the Clone2Elementor extension and build websites 60 times faster than you normally would. You can also check out the Clone2WordPress extension. It allows you to design websites a lot faster than any solution in the industry.